Welcome back. Shell-shocked is how a source close to Prince Andrew has described the Duke of York after the Queen stripped him of his military titles, royal patronages and the honorific His Royal Highness.
Yeah, this comes as Prince Charles was spotted in public for the first time since the announcement. For more, let's bring in Russell Myers, Royal Editor at the Daily Mirror. Thanks for joining us, Russell. Prince Charles has made it pretty clear that he's keeping quiet, but we believe he's obviously been agitating behind the scenes. Will we ever see him comment on this, do you think?
Well, good morning, guys. I can't imagine at the moment. I mean, it's still a live civil investigation. And of course, I think that the Queen's statement yesterday spoke volumes, that the fact of, they have taken this decision that Prince Andrew will be stripped of these military titles, stripped of his patronages. He'll no longer be styled as His Royal Highness. And I think that is, one of the final indignities of this long-running saga. I think Charles, was silent to reporters asking questions today, and I think that will continue, to be honest.
Yeah.
Prince Andrew has famously been the Queen's favourite child. How difficult do you think this would have been for her?
I always chuckle when that comes out, because I wonder who was the one who invented this favourite child notion. It was probably Andrew himself, to be honest. And even if that is the case, it's certainly far from the truth at the moment. I think that the Queen and the rest of the royal family, by virtue of that statement yesterday, have been absolutely outraged at the way he's handled himself. And he certainly hasn't gone about it the right way, and he's still putting up this wall of silence, still, we believe, trying to fight, going to trial, despite a judge deciding that that is what he has to do later on in the year. So I certainly don't think we've heard the last of this episode just yet.
He remains a prince, of course, but there are calls for Prince Andrew to lose his tax-funded security detail. Is that likely, do you think, Russell?
Well, it's quite interesting, isn't it? Because, when Prince Harry and Meghan Markle left the royal family, when they quit their royal roles a couple of years ago, there was a big hoo-ha about the fact that they wanted to keep their security, and they weren't allowed to. They were made to pay for it by themselves. Now, obviously, they've gone off and earned hundreds of millions of dollars themselves, but Prince Andrew won't be able to earn any money, one would assume, because he's had this indignity of being outcast from the royal family. I'm sure he's still got some money, down to his last million probably, but he's certainly got some money stashed away. But I don't think the Queen would have him lose that security detail. She's still his son, and no matter what happens, I still think there is a potential security risk that she wouldn't want to sort of throw him to the wolves at.
This isn't the only headache that the Queen is dealing with at the moment. She's also received an apology from your Prime Minister, and this scandal just seems to be getting worse in terms of the parties that were held during lockdown.
Well, it's been a busy week. I mean, not only the Prince Andrew story is absolutely huge, but of course, I'm sure you've been following it. The boozy parties at number 10 Downing Street have caught everyone completely off guard. And that picture of the Queen sitting alone at Windsor Castle at Prince Philip's funeral last year is ingrained in the memory of the British people and people around the world. So when it emerged that number 10 staff were having boozy parties on the eve of that funeral, I think it has sent shockwaves through the country. And yes, well, how long has he got? I mean, your good guess is as good as mine for Boris Johnson at the moment, but it's certainly not a good reading for him.
So will he survive, yes or no?
Well, I'm not a betting man, Dickie, but I can't see him surviving this, to be honest. It's very rare when the two worlds of politics and royals collide, and I think people have such respect for the Queen and how she carried herself, especially in that moment, and the fact that there were parties under his roof, under his watch. I think surely he'll have to go at some stage very soon.
OK, Russell,
watch this space, Russell. Thank you.